So this is also interesting, just real quick to note that Try is in here instead of Sunday. So that leaves me with some really big questions as to what's going on because Sunday's the Sova player. So in this situation,
This is screw it. We don't want a Sova player.
I guess not.
Oh. Fault line going to be used. Doesn't manage to find anything. Boombot does get cleared. Rocket pulling back to safety. In the meantime, the rest of the team rotates around through long, gets themselves out onto the site. They look to save off the 3 that are in hookah, and the 2 that are going to be coming in from defender spawn. It's going to be lobbed over to the side. Godlike taking a little bit of damage, pulls away from the spike after planting it, gets himself safely into garden now. Gets set up to start chucking out some of these flash points. Sick gets tagged around the corner. Ooh, that's a dink from Try. Onto Akame. Really softening up that enemy Sova, but takes quite a bit of damage. Does get forced back. 2 kills now coming in for AUTOCRACY. Gonna be matched here, but HP bars fairly low on both sides. 1 tap onto Try or Akame, and they will both fall down.
Really good. Ooh, great shooting there from Akame. Rocket's gonna get sick there. Picks up Try, gets Akame.
Oh.
Try gets another with the Reyna. Coming up big with that Ghost.
All right, and they will just go ahead, close out the pistol round. It's looking a little bit shaky at the end, but they managed to survive with 2 people left. Good perseverance from Try to stay in it despite having such low health. Does manage to pick up 2 on the back end. Now the purchases start coming through. Looks like he's going to be going for a Bulldog off the bat. A Spectre here for Sylvan while the rest of the team takes their time on deciding what they want.
It's a crazy part about Reyna, right? You're just never, all it takes is that 1 kill from you or your teammate, and you're right back in it.
Yep.
It's just incredible. But yeah, just great shooting regardless from Try. I mean, he didn't really need to really pull through there. But I got to give Sick a lot of credit. A great one-way smoke into the hall to kind of give him a bunch of damage in a Try to begin with and really back off and allow them to at least get a decent attempt.
Ooh. Okay. Well, they go for the 3-stack here in hookah yet again. Of course, all the way into Link, and they get a very nice punish taking down Godlike. A fantastic way to start things off here. No recovery on a weapon, though. It's just a bit too far forward. Speaking of a bit too far forward, Try is here. He's got the dismiss. It'll take him out to safety. Does get that kill. So no breach for either team as Sylvan starts creeping his way in. Shots are coming through. Thought it was coming in for the left angle. So gets a little debated there by Cure, but exits all the same as the spike will start getting rotated over towards A. They're going to get a slight little read on this as they do send Akame back through the spawn to join in here with Sick.
All right, well, gonna have Sylvan dash ahead. Rocket going to be on U-Haul control. Throws that in there. Sick's able to back out. Doesn't take any damage. And just pops him around the corner.
All right. Pushes the corner, finds the kill. Try now TPing over. Spike is planted as Robot is creeping around the back. He hears them coming in from the defender's side. Drone coming out. Oh no! Manages to land the headshot. Waits for the corner push, but Kame gets the kill. Domes him with the ghost. Swaps over now to the Sheriff. 2 members left versus 3. Try gets a very nice headshot here with the Bulldog. Has the heel rolling. Follows up. And that's a 4K for Try. And this is why they put him in.
Hello. Well, I tell you what, he's also not known to be a Reyna, at least so far this year when he was playing on ZF Gaming. Try played Omen, Sova, and Viper. So this is like way outside of the normal role here for Try, and he's playing out of his mind. I guess I could see why they're bringing him in, because right now he is dominating. It's a great early push here by Booty. Try has a Bulldog and a Devour, and then there's problems. Akame had a great wide peek there on Euphora in U-Haul to get a kill, but at the end of the day, Try is just too much.
They're not going to find anything. Nobody really playing forward here into Showers. Shot's going to be coming through the wall. Kame gets a little bit of damage onto Rocket, but takes just about as much in return. So, nothing too bad as we do see Sylvan starting to creep up over towards Hookah. Kyure going to be waiting for him. Dipping back and forth. Trying to see if anybody's going to dance straight into that crosshair. They're playing this one out fairly patiently.
Sylvan's thinking about it. He's kind of making his way toward Hookah. Just taking their time right now. Curry still hanging on to quite a bit of utility as well, so he's just waiting and see. They might double peek him. He sets up the TP there. I think it's a bit of a fake there to see if he can catch him off guard.
Fault line out. Oh, man, but yeah. Paranoia comes crashing in. Doesn't know which way to look. Gets taken out. Sylvan jumping up on top of the site. Does meet Akame, who strikes him down, falls up for a second on the rocket. So the 3v3 with NDU being quite dangerously low. One in elbow. Going to be matched as we might get some breach on breach action. Pushing forward, NDU going to have to pull all the way back over towards Al here. It's a slow creep into the window.
An awkward setup for AC right now. Gungazi gonna pick up one. Godlike coming around the corner. They're not gonna see him.
Oh, the tailwind takes him out onto the site. Sick though. He needs to come out on top of the duel. He does manage to do so. Takes down Europa. Cannot stick in onto this spike yet. Teammates backing him up though. They have it. Gaji does manage to finish it off. As Sick gets the kill, and that's a nice turnaround here for Food Eat, getting themselves on the board in the rifle round.
Yeah, so for Autocracy there, they double stack Elbow and Hall, and then they leave Hookah open. So it is Gungazi that comes from Hookah, gets that opening kill, and that really causes a lot of chaos because then both members look into Hookah. They don't need to have both of their teammates doing that in that situation. One should be watching Elbow, one should be watching Hookah from the door from Hall. Instead, both go there. They get caught. They get completely blindsided. And great one-way smokes again from Sick to just make it really, really difficult for Godlike to do anything about him.
Fault line's flying, does clip Rocket, but Gangaji not going to be pushing forward aggressively, so they do not get any damage in onto Rocket. He's just going to keep holding that angle, hoping to see if somebody's going to come pushing through. Boombot, however, will tell him everything that he needs to know. The ult orb gets scooped up here by Godlike, getting the Rolling Thunder ready to go.
Sick's got a shorty and the ultimate online. The Blade Storm available. Euphoria playing up front with the Frenzy. Just waiting, seeing if anybody's going to try to pop around the corner. But AC going to prioritize shower control.
Not going to hit anybody if he goes to this angle, other than maybe like Dangaji. That's about it. And you will be able to get out of the way. Now just going to be tucked into the cubby, trying to keep himself in a spot of unawares, but Sylvan pushes forward, does manage to find a kill, but they get the punish, and you instantly taking him out. Some interesting little pathing being taken all the way back to defender spawn. One moving up here now into Heaven. Rocket putting a decent bit of damage in onto NDU. Pulling back over towards the shower. Hunter's Fury comes through U-Haul. Sick, pushing forward off the back end of it. Almost didn't see Europa chilling in the corner, but now the push forward comes in with the shorty. They get the kill, Rocket falls, and it's a cleanup here from Food Eat. Autocracy unable to do anything here.
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, they had 3 coming through Link, and it worked. I mean, I was going to say they might have a little bit of problem. Booty coming through that angle, but they're just able to brute force their way through. Sick doing a great job being the frontliner, diving in, getting the first right click. He misses the second one, but he's got the shorty available to finish the job. In those close range situations, that's what you like to see out of your Jet. Get in, get that opening frag, cause some chaos, open some space. You can see there, he gets it.
He actually just completely missed Europa because of the Hunter's Fury animation. It doesn't cost him anything though. He's got that supporting fire coming in from behind from Kire, so they still get the kill. Now, it looks like it's going to be another 3-stack over at B.
Oh boy.
This time moving out towards long, so it seems like they want to grab this ult orb to try to get NDU's Rolling Thunder online. The drone is out. Line's coming forward. Oh man, Sylvan misses the second right click. Turns around from the flash, and as they try to get out onto the site, barely managed to pull around the corner as Sylvan presses in. NDU, however, gets a kill, and Akame turning over towards Hookah, manages to find Rocket. Europa will finish one, so shock darts fly, and Akame has to pull back over towards Elbow. Teleporter's going to be used, and now they're storming in onto the A side. Tailwind used by Sick to get a little bit of a better angle, as we do see Tri starting to inch forward. He's right around the corner, tries to get it for the Cloud Burst. Huge. Stuck in the animation, does cost him his life. Pete falls, as Europa will also find Kire off screen. And now it's just Akame.
That's huge. If Tri doesn't win that duel, it can be a very different retake. Not only being a 2v2, but a better angles to come at for the retake. Instead, it's just Akame, as they do kill the Heaven player as well. So for FE's Akame, he has his work cut out for him, no doubt about it. 45 health, no armor. This is going to be rather difficult, and time is already getting slim for him.
Yeah, they don't see him at all. Oh, man, great shot. Aim is looking phenomenal here. Tries to go out with a scout, doesn't have time to get this fuse off, but wants to do as much damage as he possibly can. Finds those kills. The Lear now flying through. Can he get tried? The answer is no, but still a very solid job done by Akame to take 2 more rifles out of the hands of AUTOCRACY.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, coming through in a bad situation like that, getting 2 kills, adds a lot of value. Even though you're not able to get the win, it's still very, very nicely done here. And man, I tell you what, Food Eats come to play, that's for sure. They're landing some good shots, making some good decisions. Again, if Sick can just win that duel against Tri, but he throws his Cloudburst right at the wrong time. Tri is just around the corner, takes great advantage of the timing there and gets the kill on Sick.
Yeah, I mean, he put so much to get into that position to start with, and
Yep.
just completely costs him. Pushes forward, checking the right side, doesn't peek left, otherwise, in all likelihood, would have met Europa there and gotten eliminated.
Well, let's see. We're still stacking through B long again. AC really keen on trying to get through there. There's quite a bit of reinforcements there for FE, and look at how deep they're already getting. I mean, Gungazi's already into spawn, coming around the back side of it. He's got to be real careful, though, because if they re-rotate and force, yeah, he might be able to catch a few of them, but it might just be an easy kill if they're not caught completely flat-footed.
Chilling in the back.
This is smart. He should not over-aggress either way. This is really smart.
Yep, just playing this one out fairly patiently here. It needs Europa to relocate if he wants to safely get in. Rocket, ready to go. Showstopper is ready. Nagaji does manage to find one. Rocket just going to be sent into U-Haul. Will not find any enemies, though. The site completely unoccupied. The creep around starting to come in.
Now you can
Gunnergy makes his way through showers, but it is smoked off at the moment. Rolling Thunder crashes, manages to find 2. Rocket, however, holding them back. Manages to pick up a couple kills. Through the showers, Gunnergy manages to find 1. Try with a very deep lurk around from the defender's side. With another kill, now pushing forward into the U-Haul. I'll find a few more. Gunnergy with 3 in the round. Just needs to take down Godlike, and he only has 29 HP. Satchel, if he had placed it right onto him, would have done quite a bit of damage. He's going to try to hold this to half, but Godlike has the push on the corner, gets the headshot to finish the round. AUTOCRACY move up 4-2.
It's a great round for Gungazi, and in general, for FE. I mean, they're doing all the right things. They're coming from 3 different angles on the retake. They're coming from Link, Heaven, and Showers there, with Gungazi picking off Europa. That name's a little bit... I want to say Europa, but there's an H in there. Europa.
It is just Europa.
It is Europa.
It's like a Europa.
He doesn't have the... Okay. He doesn't have the F sound in there.
It's just, it's just the romanization, the way that he did it.
Well, anyway, Europa, he's... Because I was thinking of Europa Universe. Maybe he doesn't... I don't know. But,
thinking of the game Europa.
Yeah. It's a great game. But he gets that... Oh, wait. Okay,
that's a botch.
Wows.
Okay.
That's
you were saying.
Anyway, so, like, it's a great lurk, and then Tri has a great lurk, so both teams doing great stuff with that. Rocket gets a big double in the beginning on the entry as well. That opens up a lot of time and space for them. God, it's NU just waiting this out.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be able to recover this gun. Goes for the peek right now. Gets the spot on him. Oh, barely misses that window. Goes back in for the re-peek, but just can't quite catch him.
It's good timing.
Meanwhile, A side is open yet again. So I'll move forward, get this plant down. We'll see if Hootie can pull off this retake right there on the corner. Sick is ready. Gets the headshot. Doesn't feel comfortable enough to push up and try to recover the weapon, and that's for good reason. Europa's right here on the corner, and Sick does it again!
Wow! Fantastic work with the Sheriff there. I mean, Sick is just dialed in right now, and there's the Rolling Thunder to buy a little bit of time for this spike. See if they can get it done. Sick making his way into Heaven, picks up a Phantom, gets the headshot.
Oh, man, it started off as a 2v4. Sylvan playing back here over towards the spawn. Will just get eliminated in the end. The weapon's recovered. Everyone walking away with a rifle, and Booty, they turn it around. A fantastic start from them.
They're just playing with all the confidence in the world right now with those Sheriffs. I mean, NU just pushes right out. I mean, they're being aggressive. They're really playing for the lurk. So now for Autocracy, they got to be thinking about, you know, bottling in these lurks, really making sure you deal with them early, get a pick, get that 5v4 set up, and adjust off of that, because they're getting swarmed in the backlines and it's causing a lot of problems. They almost lost that round where Gungazi got through, and this time with NU getting in there, it's good enough to cause enough disruption, and just some incredible shots as well. Of course, Sick just nailing some just banger shots with the Sheriff.
And just unnecessary pushing, you know, from Autocracy. You know, you see Sylvan get dropped. Europa goes
That's
forward,
true
gets
too, yeah.
dropped.
There's no reason they need to be that deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Well, I mean, Gungazi getting those free alt orbs is very, very nice. I'm really impressed with the FE so far. They're just nailing their shots.
Yep, they're looking great. They're looking for the upset. Gangaji manages to find Rocket now. Europa eliminated. Granted, this is going to be a save round here for Autocracy, but this is also Foodie getting ready to tie us up 4-4.
They had a slightly higher headshot percentage, even though they lost by a thicker margin. There was going to be a trade.
My God, like should have been able to get that one, but all the same, it's a nice shot from him under pressure, but very quickly does get dealt with. Deep pushing forward, finds Try, and that is 4-4 on the board. Granted, defender's side on Bind, you know, you might be anticipating to have, you know, to have the lead at this point, but if they can run away with the rest of this, they have a lot of momentum, a lot of wind in their sails. Foodie very well could have an extremely strong defender side.
Oh, they look fantastic. They just, I mean, yeah, the early was a bit shaky for them, definitely, and a few mistakes here and there, but they're really, you know, they're not hesitating with what they do. I'll say that. They are very confident in pushing from almost, they're never pushing the same way twice. Like, they push up through mid one time, they push through towers another time it's long B. You know, when will the hookah push come? This time it's going to be AC trying the hookah push, but, you know, they're all over the place. This time, though, they're playing a little bit back, so they're really doing a great job changing the pace, changing their tempo, changing their strategies.
Well, 3 coming through hookah, 2 out long. Hunter's Fury is there. Akame finds Europa, and this is just an absolute tragedy. Autocracy falling apart at the seams. They push out through the smoke. They look for the finish. Sylvan, the last one standing, now dead on the floor. Foodie, they take the lead, and that was such an important round for Autocracy. They had 1,500 credits between everybody on the team going into this round. They bought all the way down. Obviously, they get a little bit back, but it's nowhere near enough to get some buys. They still need to replace utility. So we're looking at another, you know, Sheriff, you know, maybe we see a Ghost coming in there from Rocket and half armor round.
I mean, yeah, this one's kind of a, let's see what they do. Maybe go for a rush. I wouldn't mind seeing Autocracy just go for something a little crazy. I mean, yeah, Sylvan's got his ult available, so maybe you get a couple picks with that. Pick up a gun. Maybe, you know, if you can keep your ult up, feed it to another teammate or something. You know, there is always that hope. There aren't a lot of Sheriffs to be found. A Stinger being picked up by Europa.
Okay. Certainly is different. But a lot of this going to have to be on the back of Sylvan with this Blade Storm. Tailwinds forward, moves up into hookah after Shock, gonna delay him, so can't go on the chase for a little bit longer. Spots one, knives come flying out. Sick already gonna get dropped. Takes a couple shots here through the smoke, pushing up with a Stinger. It's not gonna get the job done. Nagachi manages to find one, but Try comes up with 2. And this is a fantastic looking thrifty round here for the side of Autocracy, as they find themselves up 2 members right now.
Yeah, this should be pretty well into their hands. Godlike chilling behind the boxes. And 2 in U-Haul, and 1 even over way deep inside of mid. So ooh.
Godlike 21 HP if they just continue to spam that box. They have not done so, and they're running out of time. They will find Godlike on the cross. They're gonna clean them up. Rocket the last one standing as he's over here at short. He'll get the headshot in, jumps away, gonna default. There's the clutch. Thrifty coming in for Autocracy in a round that it should have very well been in the hands of Foodie, given the advantages, but they let it slip through their fingers.
And Sick even whiffed on his Blade Storms too. I mean, that's like kind of, you would expect him to nail those, and then that really opens up some space for you can grab some guns off the bodies of the people he kills maybe, if you're lucky. but that doesn't even happen. He dies, and they're still able to do it. That's
Sylvan, you mean?
or Sylvan, excuse me. Yeah.
Jet players, both names start with
Sorry,
S.
yeah. Sorry, Sylvan, not Sick. My beat. Sick's got an operator though.
He does.
And an Odin for NU, so we've seen that be used on B to kind of spray from the hall or through some of those walls into hookah.
Well, there's nobody over on that B side. They started off with a 4-stack. They do go ahead and rotate Akame back over to give a little bit of reinforcement here to Kyurei, but probably going to need a lot more than that pretty soon as the spike gets picked up. Starts moving through showers, where the Rolling Thunder is available, and he's already set to use it. Kyurei trying to make his way out of there. Coming across over towards the defender's spawn, does get stunned up. Sylvan jumping on top of the truck, finding the kill. Rocket takes quite a bit of damage, as does Try, was unable to devour off the back of Kyurei.
Odin just really blasting through whatever it can, opening up some space. They're going to back pretty far back. That's a good bait, Shells.
Sayonara. He falls. Showstopper now out. They need to get moving pretty quickly here. Spike continues to tick down right up close and personal. Nangachi finding the kill, throwing the nade up short, trying to force them back. Showstopper from Rocket will find his counterpart, Raze, getting the elimination. NU gets eliminated. Sylvan just sitting here on the side of Kame. Finds the shot. Gets him through the box. Can he do it twice? Oh, he's so close to finishing off Rocket. Tries to go in for the hold. Looks away. Rocket keeps him off the spike for a little bit longer. He's got a hold for it. And Rocket says, nope, 15 HP. Does not matter. Gets the final kill. AUTOCRACY take the lead yet again. Now 6-5.
It's been a great back and forth between these two teams. They're really hammering away at each other. AUTOCRACY can just really, get in there nicely, get those plants, but then in full force, all together, Food Eat does a great job working together on their retakes. They're all being patient. They're waiting to at least come at the same time. Yeah. The angle that time is a little bit difficult for them because it's 2 from A-Link, 2 from Heaven. So when you're coming from that area, if you're smart, you can just kind of wait them in, kill them as they have to push through U-Haul towards the A site. There's only really 2 or 3 angles you got to worry about when they're coming that way. So you really limit the amount of angles you got to shoot from if you're the attacking team on that in that case because they're just not Food Eat's just not able to get around the backside.
Gonna creep forward here into hookah. Nangachi around the side, but yeah, they spot him. We get the displacement here on the enemy Raze instantly. Start making their way out, spamming it from the defender's side. Get a couple shots in, but Sylvan makes his way forward, gets the headshot in onto NU, just like that 2 kills here on the board for AUTOCRACY. Wrapping around the side, Bladestorm out, first 2 knives gonna miss, but Europa finds Kyurei. Things start looking fantastic for the side of AUTOCRACY to close out this half 7-5. Sick does manage to find one, dashes forward, Bladestorm of his own is out. To just use everything that he's got, but tries, spams through, gets both of them to finish the round. To finish the half, rather, for that matter. 7-5 is picked up.
What? What in the world did Try just do there? I mean, that was pretty much their round regardless, but I'd love to see that from his perspective, because that was ridiculous. Oh. I mean, he knew Sick was coming. I mean, you know that, with the short timing that you have on the Cloudburst now as a Jet, you don't have a lot of time to use them. So you can spray into those pretty confidently, and definitely you get a little lucky, but still it's a well thought out, well-timed shot. You might as well take it. It's likely to be followed up with Sick, especially since he's got the Bladestorm out. He's trying to press the issue, and nobody from AC's in view range of FE when they're pushing in there. They're all hiding behind corners, just waiting. It's really nicely done. It doesn't really give, Food Eat any chance to get a frag or 2 on the, on the entry for the retake.
There's a lot of momentum shifts happening so far here in this first map. Somebody gains control, they hold it for several rounds, and it just go ahead and changes hands. It feels like I'm watching like an amateur boxing match.
Yeah.
It's like these.
It's like lightweight boxing.
Yeah, it's like their first match each year. The first time they've ever been in the ring professionally, both of these guys, and they're just duking it out. They get a little bit of confidence because they get a jab in, then they try to go in and get a haymaker, then somebody else gets a jab in.
Yeah.
They start countering on them. They get pushed back against the rope.
eSports, man.
You know, it's just a lot of swinginess going on between these two squads. It's untempered. It's rough around the edges, but it's certainly entertaining.
It's fun. Yeah. I tell you what. You know, Gungazi gonna take a little bit of damage, trying to push up towards Hookah. Gonna throw the paint shells in the door. Sylvan took some damage himself as well. Big one coming around the corner for I want to call him that,
Europa. Very nice shot. As Endu gonna hold down this side, spots him out. It's a couple right clicks through, but it's taking way more damage than he is pushing out. Uses the aftershock just to buy a little bit more time. Now he's gonna be backed up by Gangaji. Blind gonna be pretty good as they push forward. Gangaji only able to answer for one. Now Kire pushing forward will be eliminated. And the Kame just does not stand a chance. They fall, 4 members left standing. AUTOCRACY, they take the pistol round yet again.
AUTOCRACY just being really patient and then waiting out all those blinds, and then they kind of counter with their own, and they just really push through U-Haul there. Once they sweep through there, that is it. That's where all the defenses are. For Foodie, and they're able to come through, get the defuse, take their 8th round, take another pistol. That's both pistols being taken by AUTOCRACY. And Foodie, well, they had a decent first half, but now, I mean, again, defender side with an advantage coming into it, looking pretty good for AUTOCRACY. But I will say this for Foodie, I mean, they're nailing some shots. They're looking good at times.
Yeah, I mean, as far as accuracy is concerned, you know, seems pretty good overall.
Yeah.
But seems, oh boy.
You done it again. You did it.
What can I say? It's just, it comes with the territory.
I've been thinking about this a lot today. And these are and you know me, if I'm thinking about something, it's completely bizarre and weird. So the name, like, I gotta criticize Foodie a little bit for their name, because, like, I mean, like, this is the most basic human function. I mean, like, can I name my next team, like, House Live, Air Breathe?
Sure.
Like, these are new team names that I'm gonna be coming up with.
That's fine. Start your empire of poorly named organizations.
Teeth Brush.
Teeth Brush.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in Korean the name is just Pop Mogoyo. Like that's
I know. Well, but it has a little
for.
bit more. It has a little bit more meaning in Korean, right? Like,
yeah. It sounds a little.
It sounds ridiculous in English, but in Korean, like eating can also mean winning, right? It's not just like for example, like they'll say, I really ate that other team, or I really ate that round, meaning I won. You know, like I did really well. Yeah. So of course in English the name does sound ridiculous, so that's why I want to poke fun at them.
Yeah, I mean it's always fun when you get these. Just I love the translations when it comes out to some really bizarre stuff, like Malfight in League of Legends. Like if you say like Malfight, it's basically means like horse battle, horse fight. Because
Mal is a horse. Yeah.
Fight, just fight. So sometimes you just get those neat little translated names.
Who doesn't like a good horse fight?
Nade here, coming through, blinds on the back end, and do get the kill here onto Sylvan. Try down to 5 HP in the meantime, and Godlike just keeps himself into the window. Finds Gangaji, but does get traded out by Endu. So Plant coming through with just, I mean, basically 2 members left alive as Try is just holding on by a thread. He's on life support right now. Oh, okay, well, not
now
anymore.
He's not.
Not anymore. He devours. Okay.
God, Reyna's so good, so powerful.
Just drop it down. They're on the hunt here. Cloudburst here onto the site. Push out. Oh, man.
What?
Nice little snap around from Europa. Just absolutely catches him right in between the eyes. The fuse will come through, and what started off as a fantastic looking round for Foodie very quickly gets turned around on its head.
But look at what Try is doing. I mean, almost no health, gets a kill, devours, then he's down to 2 health at the end. It's a great crossfire setup for them on the retake as well. I mean, again, we are seeing mechanically fantastic stuff from Foodie, but they're not consistent. And, to be fair to them in that round, they were lacking guns.
Yeah,
So it was gonna be difficult, but they did pretty decent with what they had. Getting 3 kills, not bad.
It was a good intro, but now with rifles in hand, let's see how they fare. Rocket boosted up top inside the dark cover. Nade flying out over the top. Oh, he spots one, but they don't spot him.
So
He's just
smart.
delaying it. He drops down, goes for one, goes for the second. Can't quite make it happen in the meantime. Moody, what a round! We were so busy watching this long lurk here from Rocket that we just kind of missed everybody else die.
Well, a bunch of them died over outside of showers. What the heck happened?
Okay, can we have like another like pause and then just watch that again?
I was so busy watching Rocket, excuse me. I was just like, well, this is like a double, maybe a triple kill. He got a dink on. I think he got a dink on NU too, didn't he?
Like, what actually happened?
I don't know. It was over. I saw 3 X's over out, blue X's by shower.
All right, well, straight up confused. I saw a ton of kills just come in, just out of nowhere. Marshall set up here from Try in the back. Sick rotates into showers. Shots coming through. 2 kills gonna be found. Sick has the spray. Manages to get both, but oh no! Shifts over and Sylvan is lurking in behind. I mean, these guys are just playing ring around the rosy. He's attacking from showers, from sight. They're coming in the showers through the attacker spawn.
It's just crazy.
It's just all over the place.
You don't know where anybody's gonna be at any given time. Everybody is playing so aggressive.
Both of the boxers in this match are trying to like rope-a-dope each other.
Yeah.
And they're just both getting worn out.
Yeah.
Everybody's tired. Is what this is leading
I'm
to.
waiting for the KO, man.
No one has an advantage. Everyone's just exhausted.
Somebody's gonna get one of those lucky uppercuts.
Rolling Thunder was pretty decent, but Sylvan still does manage to find the kill here. And you, the last one left alive, creeping around through elbow, looking to delay. Spike will get taken to half, and he just doesn't have an angle on it as it's planted just on the outside of the tube, but obscured. There's a Thrifty coming in here for Autocracy. 3 more rounds for them to take map 1.
It's a good recognition. I mean, the fact that Autocracy is able to get so deep so quickly again. I mean, even though they lost members in that same spot where Sylvan killed Sick from in the previous round, they still hit it again this time, and that causes some disruption, some chaos for Foodie. They have to rotate all the way over to B. The retake's good. Try turns at the last second, by the way. I was waiting there for a second. I'm like, somebody's got to turn and watch elbow. Nobody was watching it, and Try just kind of his spidey senses tingled just at the right time there.
All right, well, fault line held for the moment. They're waiting to see if the Boombot spots anybody in U-Haul, then they can let that go for the push forward. But they don't spot anything. They still use the fault line. Now we'll move forward here. As Sick gets himself moved up with the Blade Storm at the ready. Flash is coming out. Oh, Europa just behind the box. So very low with HP. Takes a little bit of extra damage. Now going to be down to 30 health. He tries and does manage to take out Kangachi.
Well, it is pretty interesting. I'll talk a little bit about Sick's entries after the round. Kind of the differences you see between him and RB, for example, on how they approach their entries on Bind.
Well, everyone's kind of just gotten themselves stuck on the A site now. The Spike could rotate back, but you still have 2 members that are sitting in U-Haul.
Try playing it unusually slow for this round, I'd say, still being over at B long waiting. Smart, though. He should be. That's proper play. Watching for the lurk, watching for the re-rotate, because there's not a lot of vision to be had.
I mean, he's waiting for them if they're, if they're gonna just take the teleporter through. They finally do manage to find a single kill, but Rocket trades it back. It's a big whip on the right click. And they will all just get cleaned up here for the most part. The Spike starting to get planted with not much time remaining. Oh no, God, like he runs out of ammo on the peek through the smoke. Kame just gets rid of both. Get a spot there on the Try for just a moment. Yude just gonna be teleporting up into heaven. Try managing to find one. Spots him for just a moment, goes for the fake, taps him in the chest. And Yude, there's not much left to be done. He gets at the half, he's gonna go back in onto the Spike, and he can just hold this.
Yep. Oh!
Got it.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he just fused it.
Jeez. got stuck on the screen, so I'm like, what does that mean?
Big unlucky, as they say in the industry.
So for Sick, what I find interesting about his entries is he doesn't go quite as deep as, say, RB does, and RB likes to swing around into elbow from the truck side, whereas Sick goes to the left. Like, RB goes right, Sick goes left. So Sick, much more comfortable with, like, close range fights, wants to get in there and clear elbow out that way, which opens up a lot of space if you're able to do it. I mean, having the exit of elbow.
Oh, Rocket, if you just let that showstopper go. It would be incredible. Here comes the judge. He still manages to find one, but NU pushes the corner with the sheriff drawn out. We'll find a kill. Nagaji drawing up the judge. Again, we'll find Europa. Teleporter's coming through. And Godlike does get a confidence, but the fact that they were blinded on this entry. And it's just a very fast return coming in. NU now left to his own devices. The spike is down over towards short.
I mean, Autocracy is just so fast on these showers. They just get right into it. I mean, Foodie, they got to be aware of it. It's happened before. You can't let it happen twice like this. You know, fool me once, fool me twice, etc.
Well, this would be quite the clutch. Godlike is low, but you got to deal with Try first.
Yeah, Try's just baiting.
Yep, just keeping the doors opening and shutting, keeping him distracted. Just cheating out.
I mean, NU knows it.
Showing a little shoulder.
30초 남았습니다.
Yeah, there it is. this long, tense build up to just falling flat.
I mean, they're boxers. I assume they're showing a little more than shoulder.
How risque for the Victorian era. Well, this started off being back and forth.
It did, but defenders' side win very much.
That's what I was saying. You know, Foodie, you would expect them to be in a stronger position going into the second half. Couldn't quite get that happening. I mean, Rocket, great turn on the blind. Does, try to escape, but not fast enough to get out of showers. Rocket moving forward. Yeah, choose the left path.
Look at FE.
Choose the left path.
Spread out, spread out.
He's going to try to rotate all the way around through showers. He'll just, oh, no, he won't get to use it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a sad Rocket. Goes back home.
It's not a whiff.
It's technically not a whiff.
He
didn't blow himself up.
If he doesn't throw
we saw a bit of that yesterday.
Yeah, we did. But if he doesn't shoot it, then it's not a Rosal
because
he didn't miss.
That's very true. He saves.
He just abstained from pulling the
trigger. What is that
trigger.
phrase you like to use? He spares himself some blushes.
Sparing some blushes. Yeah.
You say that all the time. Not all the time, but
yeah,
more than I hear anybody else on the planet say it.
One of those ones to go back to. You got that. Save himself from having egg on his face. That kind of thing.
I like that one. That one's good. Because nobody wants egg on their face. Unless, no, nobody wants it. I can't. Maybe was it Gaston that drank eggs in Beauty and the Beast?
Probably too. See how
he's like really,
was?
Remember when everybody used to like drink raw eggs to?
Yeah, Rocky, thank you for that one. Well, good paranoia catches Nagaji on the entry, so he's just absolute mincemeat there. Godlike cleans him up. Rotation's coming around from behind right now from Rocket, just to catch anybody else off guard. Silver taking some straight shots to the smoke, but there's the finish, 13-6.
It's just, there's just so much like open space vertically on this map for Sova to take advantage of with his arrows. And then a couple good spots for the Hunter's Furies to land, and Killjoys are super popular. So you have the counter to the lockdown as well. Godlike just gonna put a fault line. So a bit of a fake, hard rush. They're starting to push their way towards mid now. Gonna lead the way with the Owl drone. Rocket, Godlike gonna follow it up. NU gets flashed. He pre-fires. He's out of bullets.
They need to land these shots. Rocket. Doesn't take that much damage, but still 30 HP gone from the bar. Sick finds Rocket. Robot getting headshot. 2 quick kills in return, however, as Sick and Akame do fall. Site's been broken open. Now it's going to be 3v2 for Autocracy as they look to close out and get another pistol round.
Yeah, textbook flash to open up market. Easy pickings. I mean, they do a pretty decent job. Akame lands a good shot.
Ooh, okay, there's a wall there. Himself into boathouse while Sylvan plays out here in man, and he's just going to be able to clean it up. Very nicely done here with a team effort. 3 members left standing as Autocracy. Yep, they get right in onto the site. Lose a couple members, but
Yeah,
you know.
they haven't won a pistol round yet. It's been a rough go on those, and that that puts you at usually a 2-round deficit.
This is how tired I am. I literally just glanced at the screen. I thought it was a seashell and an ice cream cone, rather than a seashell and like a conch.
Oh, you thought it was an ice cream cone? I mean, they kind of look similar.
Genuinely,
They have similar colors.
I was like, why is there an ice cream cone next to that
Well, you know,
seashell?
they have ice cream at the beach.
All right, it's time to open up another Red Bull.
That's not something completely odd. You're not like out of the ballpark, I'd say. And yeah, well, Godlike and Europa, great angle there. Just this is what I mean. Now they've got a great read on what Foodie wants to do on their save rounds, which is get aggressive, try to get picks, and they were so ready for it that time. And the good news for Foodie, they don't over-aggressive. Another good flash. Godlike gonna get the headshot, very nicely done.
Yeah, Gangaji taken out. Tailwind up onto the site is there from Rocket. As the door gets shut, and Dude just chipping away at that, does manage to knock it down with his axe in the end. But again, it's just an instant disadvantage here. 3 members versus 5. We'll see if we can get any of these guns out of the hands of Autocracy. Looking for the one-way smoke setup in case somebody pushes into the corner. So far, no one going for that one. Pushing to the Cloudburst. They're looking for Sick. They managed to find him, and he will fall. And Gure will fall at the end as well. Nobody dying. Flawless round there for Autocracy. They lost the rifle round initially. On bind, so let's see if we see a similar swing this time for Foodie.
Yeah, the utility at the door, just so good. The one-way smokes, Europa playing aggressively into the jet dash from Sick. He gets right into the smoke, doesn't see him, has a great read on the direction that Sick is likely to go. Just comes right out of the smoke, sees him, domes him, and that's the end. Just great early setup. That turret as well, giving them the information. Godlike, I mean, that's the easiest, cleanest breach flash you'll ever see.
And now things slow down.
You can hear the breeze. We must be close to the beach.
I mean, if we are, then we're well above it as well.
Well, I mean,
God knows how many thousands of feet in the sky at the moment.
That's true. Maybe we're not close to the beach. I don't know, man.
I mean,
but I hear the wind like this, and it just makes me think beach.
You see, there's even higher up buildings, that have been shot up into the sky.
Oh yeah, the world is.
We might be at cruising altitude right now.
Yeah.
Just wait for
the air's pretty thin.
747 to come flying by.
The air's got to be a little thin up here. I mean, I worry for our agents. Can they breathe properly?
It's also going to be freezing cold.
Oh, that too. That's a really good point. It's got to be real cold up here. But I guess all that radiant energy keeps them warm.
Could be. Nanoswarm to buy a little bit of time. Just going to tailwind straight through that. Gets the shut here on the door, and it's Kame alone on the site. Not going to phantom, so Ken tried to spray away, but the blinds come through.
Great double
with the drop down, yeah. Europa will find the kill, upgrades his weapon for a moment. Try to just go ahead, smoke off that alley access. 2 members approaching from Market now. As Rocket is just taking some squats here on the steps. Try will get one. There's the push in the back of the fault line, but Sick has a nice little cross angle to save him for a little bit longer. So they will prolong the inevitable death of Kure for just a few moments. Godlike finds 3 kills on the round, and they only lose 1.
It's devastating, losing the 3rd round for a team that didn't win the pistol in the follow-up. So likely to go back to potentially another loss. You're going to have to go to the Sheriffs. Although, to be fair to FE, we've seen some pretty incredible Sheriff stuff out of them. So there's potential. You never know. Sick only needs 1 more kill to get the Blade Storm going too. So maybe they can kind of find another one of those thrifties and get something heated up. But this is just incredible from AC. I mean, Godlike just...
Great burst fire.
Yeah, just nuts with that Spectre. But it's a good entry. And the defense just isn't very strong.
This
even
is
though
a very unique...
What in the world is this?
Very unique check spot.
I want to...
It's not something that we see in Korea at all.
No, I'm holding my thoughts because I don't know what this... I don't know what they're doing here.
I mean, I don't think they're going to get anything. I don't think that Gangaji is going to be able to... I don't think he's going to be willing to push that far forward.
Maybe. We'll see. They might try to bait him with some footsteps. Now they're just pushing in. They've got
a stinger, but he's just shoulder checking.
Well, I think they tend to get aggressive. I think what AC is thinking is that when Food Eat is in, you know, save round situations or sheriff situations.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Flash is blind, you know, paranoia comes crashing through. Just easy pickoffs.
Food Eat has gotten aggressive on those rounds before, so I think that's what they were expecting.
Could very well be. Sylvan watching behind. Taking a little bit of damage. Gotta respect the sheriff.
Wall bang.
He'll get clipped in the end, yeah. He'll finish the wall bang. See the pullback coming through from Try just to cover to make sure they cannot recover that Vandal. So he tries to move forward to scoop it up to try to turn the tide of this fight, and you should get finished off unless he can just get another nice little headshot. We'll throw a Nanoswarm into the back of Blind, but yeah, there's the finishing blow.
Good step up from Try. Never even gives him the opportunity to really do much with that Nanoswarm. Akame!
Okay.
Another one. Got the lineup.
For it. Taps him in the shoulder. Here's Godlike coming. Tries to get the shot. Cannot do so. They lose 2, but that is going to be Autocracy moving up now 4-0.
Yep, Autocracy in firm control, and to be fair, that round is a very likely win when you've got your opponent economically that far behind. But I want to talk about 2 rounds ago when it was the B side push for Autocracy. The Jet gets in for free, even though there's a Nanoswarm at the B main entrance. They just wait it out and they come in, and there's no follow-up off of that congestion that they create.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just Autocracy just swarms in, takes control of Lumber, is able to double push Akame on the site, get a free kill there, take the round. Right now, the defense from Food Eat is just very lackluster. There's no follow-up. There's no kind of coordination, no playing off of each other like we see with like Vision Strikers and F4Q.
Rocket was really terrified of that alarm bot.
They're scary, man. And no one wants to wake up. Alarms suck.
Yes, they do. Especially when they're your spouses and it goes off at 6 in the morning.
I
what
was going to
happened to
say,
me this
you were
morning.
just talking about that.
They'll push in onto the A side through Boiler. They get the spot on the 1, and yeah, Sylvan's got the finish. They'll kill off the boom bot. Does he just go for the updraft? He's thinking about it.
Do it.
You're up over the lurk over here. Finds the opposing Killjoy.
Just brutal.
Yep. Just gets the assassination there. And you can see, I mean, they're just so concerned about this wraparound coming from behind. They say, you know what, we just got to hold on to these weapons. Just get the hell out of here, move over to B.
Yeah, Akame just backing off. At this point, there's just nothing they can do. So move as far away as you can. Now, sets a map that it is hard to escape. The attacking side team, if they want to try to hunt you down, there's not a lot of space to run away. Not like some of the other maps. This one, really, you don't have time. You know, you can get really aggressive here, especially if you took it as easy as Autocracy did. They're already pre-firing through these walls. They know they're in here. Now they know they're in boats. They've got all the information, unless they check main first, but now they know for sure. Let's see if they can get anything out of this.
Aftershock to try to clear it. It will be Rocket falling. They cannot get a follow-up, so it will be a negative trade on the end, but still a round win as Autocracy 5-5 straight.
I'm fine with that. Autocracy's far enough ahead that it doesn't matter.
Yep.
It just does. They can lose those guns and it means nothing. The more guns they can take from Food Eat, the better. Because they're max buy, they have all the money, there's no point in them saving guns. So they might as well go for it.
The guy's giving the thumbs up, chilling in the hot spring.
Well, hot springs are nice. As long as you're not, you know, getting killed. Not like there's a butcher shop in this map too, which makes me...
Water was a little too yellow for my trust.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Well, all my years of being a lifeguard / swim lesson instructor, yellow water, it doesn't faze me anymore, my friend. I'll just say that.
Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Crashes across A. Believe it only finds one. Good A, who's currently hiding in hell. See the push up there. And you on Heaven, managing to find 2. Knives out from 6. Mows down Godlike, and suddenly Try is all on his lonesome versus 3. Low HP on Endu. Can he clutch it out? Nanoswarm going to be used, forces him out of position, gets a great headshot onto Akame, follows up for another. Now it's a 1v1, and you see just how very low Endu is. This is absolutely possible.
Well, tried something goofy with from the shadows there, gets spotted.
Oh, Okay, well,
30초 남았습니다.
They're both one
tries
shot.
to fake the plant. It's going to be a rotate back up through window. Try is going to try to preempt this, and he gets it! 4K clutch for Try. The spike going to be planted. Autocracy, 6 rounds in a row. What a play.
That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking for Foodie. They had a great start to this round. They had a great crossfire set up on A. They really, Sick comes in with his Blade Storm, picks him up, from short A, and then it just all collapses because Try is playing out of his mind today. I could see why they brought him in. He's playing pretty good.
He hasn't died yet. 7-0.
Oh no.
Got him close. 8 health, but
He's playing on Omen too. It's not even Reyna.
this is a great read from him. Calling that was just going to be a rotate back into heaven after the door got broken open. Oh. Fury is available. Try finds another kill. Okay, they're going to fall. Hunter's Fury used. Gets the lockdown. Looks for Europa, unable to find him. But in the meantime, the Spike and everybody else is moving into the A site.
Yep, that's a good bait and a good switch.
Rocket doesn't quite make it up top. Oh, man.
스파이크가 A 지점에
Angaji,
떨어졌습니다.
very nice shot onto Sylvan, as the door will get destroyed. TP up onto the site now. As Europa comes in with a very nice lurk around the back. Judge at this range can absolutely be lethal, so he's got to be careful. Now it's going to be a defensive lockdown being used. We have no real way of clearing this without pushing it. We get a nice blinded onto Sick. The finish, but there's Kangachi finding 3 on the round. The Rocket will make 4 as he's detained. Do we see an ace? Gonna be looking for it. Robot manages to deny it away from him, but Akame will go ahead and close out the round to finally put Foodie on the board.
So, Gangaji, if you Chobra wanted me to point this out. He messaged me in between rounds. It means puppy.
Yeah.
In Korean. So if you're curious what the name means, it means puppy.
How cute.
It is cute.
It's a puppy with a judge.
That's not cute. That's scary.
Terrifying.
Absolutely. Korean raises with judges are terrifying.
I can't tell what this stuffed animal on the right is supposed to be. Doesn't matter. Great play from Kagati though. Find 4.
If they show it again, point it out to me, because I want to see it. I was looking at my stat sheet. I missed it this time. Pizza.
Alarm bot's there. Instant clear on it. We see 6 starting to rotate over, gets himself into defender spawn. Smoke coming out to cut it off, and man, Endy with a very nice headshot coming through. Not like dropping down right as the nanoswarm is to expire. Europa pushes forward over towards the site, finds 1. Boathouse
스파이크가 B 지점에
is maintained here
떨어졌습니다.
by Akame. Gets a great little kill.
And
it's just NU, the only one that's died.
Yeah, and he bought a lot of time as well for the reinforcements to come for AC. So that's really nicely done. Even though AC plays, or excuse me, Food Eat for Food Eat. Food Eat plays back on B. They do a good job with it, at least in this round. They haven't so far, but most teams play very aggressively at that door. They're really trying to blockade this door that causes many problems. So I think Foodie could probably stand to do that a little bit more. Ooh, Sylvan can get Kude.
They let loose with the paranoia, manages to find 1. 2v3 suddenly starts looking a bit more feasible here to close this out, but push in and caught off guard, and that is just going to be the finish. They had the advantage, but a great duo play comes through from Sylvan, from Try. They close out the round, and they shut down the momentum for Foodie.
Yeah, I'll take the high road, you take the low road. That is it. That is just, wow, ridiculously good shooting. I don't even know. There's nothing else to say. I mean, they're just fast and furious. I mean, Gangaji has him dead to right with that judge around the corner. I mean, if you're telling me point blank range, even with a Vandal or whatever, doesn't matter.
All comes down to reaction time. Unfortunately, Gangaji just did not have it. Sylvan, though, he had it in spades.
Ridiculous.
Really great shooting from him. Drone over the top through bench, just a clear market, which just has not been occupied at all by Foodie ever since the initial round. Oh, they get the alarm bot and the nano swarm. So NDU feeling a lot less safe.
Yeah, B is super free. I mean, it's just Akame watching from Alley.
Oh, Hello. Shorty is there. Rocket goes down. Sick, unable to retrieve the weapon. Does he want to actually push back out to the smoke? The answer is no.
Well,
It's definitely the intelligent move.
he might want to, but it's smarter to not. For sure. Well, there's a lot of defenses here on A, so for Foodie, even though their gun situation is not great, they're at least putting themselves in a good position potentially for this push, and I think, you know, maybe a little bit of a just kind of changing it up for Autocracy.
Dark cover's coming out. Kyore manages to find Europa on the entry. Playing here in the back of sight, Sylvan will manage to take down Gangaji. It's quite a bit of damage, however. Sylvan's going to fall down to 20 HP. Last two members topped up for Foodie. Fault line. We'll clip on to both of them.
Aftershock. Follow it up. Yep.
Chuck that out. Drone. Spotting Sylvan. They get the dart onto him.
한명
Just
남았습니다.
can go ahead and finish him through the floor, but Godlike holding it down. Destroys the dart, relocates, gets himself behind a box. Looks like he might have been spotted, and Nakame has the shot. So Foodie will go ahead and close out the 9th round.
Okay, not bad, not bad. NU with a odd step out there. Just puts himself right out in the guns, pulling out utility. That's not ideal. I know they had got the one in hell, they just didn't quite know where the other one was. But if you don't know where the other one was, you need to have your gun out first when you're checking, or if you're just gonna corner check or something. That's fine. But that almost cost them the round there. Fortunately, Akame able to get it done. The one with the headband, it looks like a bunny. It's got buck teeth.
I guess it is a rabbit.
I don't know if it has 2 ears, but
It was kind of hard to tell initially, but yeah, I think it does have ears. So you might be right. It might be a
looks like
rabbit.
something out of one of those weird, like, late 90s MTV cartoons. Which I loved, so, you know what? That was my youth. That tells you anything.
Tailwind out for Rocket, playing it really safely. So just free utility burn.
Well, Godlike's got the rolling thunder. Sick has the Blade Storm to follow up off the operator if you need to.
시야 차단.
Rocket and Godlike making a ton of noise over here at the A site, while the Spike and the other 3 members start making their way through B main. They haven't yet displaced the Killjoy, and you still going to be sitting over at Pizza.
But it's good. It forces the positions to be maintained for Foodie and allows them to get pretty deep towards B, and maybe if they can get a pick here. The shot, though, reveals that they are hanging somewhere near B main, so Europa try to make sure to check that corner with the Nano Swarm. A lot of people like to hide in that little corner.
Smoke's coming out. Sick, however, with the operator. Manages to find one. NU with the lurk in market. It's been unoccupied for the most part this entire time. Not really the first round, so just gets completely caught off guard. Doesn't respect that angle. Window broken, and yeah, there's Gangaji. Not the most advised spot to go to. And that'll be a closeout as Foodie look to win another round, so 3 on the board for them.
Well, now that they've finally got some kind of economy, and they're not, you know, the pockets are not empty, there's not dust coming out of them anymore, they're able to stabilize and get some good rounds going. Schick gets the opener with the op. That's huge. I mean, that's what the op's there for. You need that opener with it, and that really, really makes things a lot easier for your retakes. If it even gets to that.
Yeah, very solid open. Well, 2 more rounds to go in the half. Foodie would love to run this back and make it a 7-5. Good lurk.
I like the attempt by Try. He shot that window and turned the corner and shot in the right spot. He just missed, just barely.
He was very much expecting there to not be that many people
yeah.
at the A site, and certainly not boosted up into heaven in that position. So, yeah, just caught off guard.
Well, he pre-fired properly. Just, yeah, it's hard. Alarmbot didn't run from it this time.
Well, yeah, it's been the same setup overall for NU. So, they get a decent read on the location there. And you saying, can somebody help? Rocket is just chilling over here at Pizza.
Rocket once again kind of faking these early pushes, and he's got to be real careful with that operator. That one came close to his feet. Godlike. It's just the fault line. And No one hanging out here. So again, they got to be careful about wine, really making sure they clear that out. A dark cover goes down, but they're already pushing through.
Wine's coming in. Kagaji manages to find one before getting taken down. Kyurei equalizing, and Sick with another nice shot of his operator up from heaven. Does pull back away as the dark cover is out. Now it dissipates. Lockdown going to be used. AUTOCRACY, they have to make a play on the back of this now. Clock running down. Sick finds one rocket, trying to get the destruction. He cannot. He gets detained, and Sick gets the finish with a shorty.
Oh,
3 kills for him in the round. The defuse will come in, and that will be a 4th round pickup for Foodie.
Yeah, just not able to get to the lockdown in time. So great retakes, great setups. Sick coming in with a great timing for his operator. There's a squirrel. Look at this. What is this? Isn't it usually a tea party with the stuffed animals? But now they're having a turkey shank and a bottle of wine. Which
I think that's like a pork chop. You see the hoof on the bottom of that.
Are you sure it's a hoof?
Yeah, and it looks
not
like
just like the bone
squirrel
sawed off.
I think is the squirrel holding a grenade?
Well, you know, squirrels are dangerous, man. Don't you know they're trying to take over the world? Did you ever read about this thing where, like... I'll hold on to this thought. There's a lot of stuff happening.
A rolling thunder coming through. Sofa going to be playing down onto the tight end. You already getting eliminated. TP across from Kyurei gets himself into Boathouse. Aftershock to clear the one side. As they do find a Kame, push forward, the right click not going to connect. Kyurei doesn't last much longer after killing off Rocket. Sentry over the top, and he's actually going to use this. He's thinking about it, but yeah, definitely don't need to invest the lockdown now. They get a spot here on the 6, but they're... Oh, it's the last round. Never mind. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw everything you got at him. Screw it.
Why not?
He's got the Blade Storm. He'll just wait it out on the side.
Don't give Sick any hope. I mean, a Blade Storm, that gives you an opportunity to pull off some crazy stuff. Gets the right click.
There's one. Needs 3 more. And I mean, a single left click onto Europa would have killed him. But Try comes in from behind. They make it an 8-4 half.
I mean, 3 in a row there at least makes it respectable for Foodie, but it is the defender's side for them, so that's not ideal. We'll see, though. Ascent can be odd at times here in Korea, where it feels like attackers' days from time to time, so you never know. But yeah, so okay, back to squirrels. We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
I just wanna. So there was a post that went viral like a couple of years ago about how every university that has squirrels has some kind of like mythos with the squirrels. Like there's some kind of like conspiracy or whatever dealing with them. So at my university, it was the squirrels were taking over the world. Like they were plotting.
I see.
Yeah, 'cause they were always everywhere, like causing disruption and stealing our stuff, and you know. So they were trying to take over the world, man.
We had squirrels at my university, but we didn't have any conspiracy theories about them.
Your university sucks.
I think it was because I went to a good university.
Wow. Wow. Mine, yeah.
Shout outs Temple alumni.
Look, well, yeah, Temple's a better school than mine. That's true.
I mean, I was only there for like a year.
Oh, well, okay, now let's just hold the phone then, Mr. Talky Talk.
All right.
Okay, I got my degree, thank you very much.
Foodie looking to push the tempo here in this pistol round, rushing in onto the site. Nano Swarms. And a little bit of damage in onto them as Sick does fall down at 53 HP, but the spike will get planted, the door will get shut, and it's going to be a 4-man approach from heaven, it seems, here for AUTOCRACY. So this will either go really well or absolutely horrifically.
Well, Try, if they could wait a little bit longer, to get in here from A main.
Nano Swarm buys a little bit of time, but Rocket does manage to find one, just spamming through the floor. It's the elimination here on the Gangaji. Pushing forward now, down on the side, and yeah, it was going to be the former. It went really, really well for the side of AUTOCRACY. They get the cleanup. It's going to be a flawless round to start off the half.
Now, Try picks up 2 of those as well. So yeah, it was a really nice setup. And just kind of taking advantage of the time they had. I mean, that's what makes good teams. They're patient. I mean, even though they have all 4 coming through, they all just don't kind of, you know, hold W and go. They wait just long enough for Try to get there to support the push and catch the, you know, the members of FE that are looking towards heaven, as there's, oh, you know, because the comms are coming out. They're like, there's forward heaven. And, you know, Try can just come behind and no one's watching him. And oops, forgot about main.
Well, it seems like it may just be another attempted fast hit on the B site this time around. They have gone for a 4 spy, so we've got 3 Spectres, a Stinger, 4 Spectres rather, and a Stinger.
Ooh, a lot of info.
Boombot
They don't like it.
coming out, but yeah, they just go ahead, they pull away. Fairly hefty stack and a fast rotation there for the side of Autocracy. Now I'm going to have to reroute.
I want to say they saw 3 members of Autocracy with that recon arrow, 2 or 3 at least. So that's enough. That makes things scary. So it's a very quick rotate, and right now the lurks are starting to come through. We'll see. I think now you play for retakes if you're Autocracy. There's no reason to. If you see this coming, maybe you can get a trade early here for Rocket.
Ooh, looking for the shots. Oh, does take quite a bit of damage and cannot trade out any kills. They lose 2 members as they do take Gangaji down to 3 HP. But 3v5 now for the attempted retake. It seems like Foodie with a 4 spy. Maybe looking at picking up another round. Rocket, however, wrapping around into the tree, finds NU. Gets the kill, makes his way onto site, finds Sick, now pushes around to look for Main. Quite a bit of damage in onto Kyurei, but cannot finish him off. Kame finding one, push it onto Godlike. He'll find one, but Gangaji, he perseveres, he stays alive. First person to take any damage here on the team. And the last one to get a kill closes out the round for Foodie, so not going down without a fight. It's a really great force.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. After not being able to win a single pistol round, they at least come through there once again on the follow-up and take one off of it. So that helps. That helps a lot. That helps stem the bleeding. And now you put Autocracy in a bad spot with their money, so now they're the ones getting stingers and sheriffs and those kind of things. You're able to pick up a couple judges, a few specters that you're able to hang on to, that bulldog as well. But Autocracy there just kind of gets caught being a little over-aggressive on the re-rotate. They lose 2 members.
Oh, Godlike, you need to get the heck out of there, dude. Actually, never mind. He's totally fine. Exactly where he needs to be.
Oh, no.
Comes out with a kill with a frenzy. Sylvan, in the meantime, finds one with the sheriff. It's going to be a 2v2 in the end as Godlike does retain Judge. Scooping that away, but the shock dart will finish him off. Great little shot there from Akame, and NU will get the final blow. It's now 9-6 with the spike getting that extra little bit of bonus cash denied away as the Plains is not
Negative. Not bad there for Autocracy, getting 3 kills on their save round. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. That's like decent. Like 3 kills is not bad. 4 is pretty good. And 2 is like meh. So let's see what they can do now. It's rifles in hands. Rocket has the Blade Storm, so he's gonna opt to use that. Great little arrow there. I gotta give Godlike a lot of credit. He's really landing some great utility on his breach.
Rocket is looking to push the envelope here, push the pace. Europa rather, mowing down so many, and I mean the Blade Storm he doesn't even get the opportunity to use it.
Well,
Sylvan and Europa just kill everyone. All right.
Well,
these are some of the fastest rounds that we have ever seen.
There's nothing to analyze there. They just nailed their shots.
Like,
GG. GG, go next. No, it's crazy how fast this is. I'm like having a hard time using my score sheet to keep track of the rounds because they go so fast. Like, I'm like...
playing like lunatics.
You know, if it works, man. But for Foodie, that just seems to be their style. Well, Sylvan now is trying to take advantage of it. Gets deep in the mid. Gets that pick on the end.
Does manage to pull back successfully. Decent little shock dart there. Tickling Gangaji and Sick.
But I love these adjustments from Autocracy off of the kind of ferocity and the kind of death ball nature of how Foodie is playing on their attacker side. They that knows that it opens up space for them to get some free pushes into their territory, into attacker side territory, and get some picks.
Now having to really slow things down. Creeping up Boiler. Looking to make their way here onto the 8 side. The door is already shut. Boombot rolling. With the recon dart now destroyed. Akame does manage to find Try. Godlike, he's holding it down. Ready for the flash. Here's them, I believe, moving up yet. Should have heard them going toward the window.
Kenny is waiting for the sound cues to see if they come his direction. They don't.
Rocket looking around. Yep. Snaps down. Good. Dead. Sick. Gone. And AUTOCRACY, they're just 2 rounds away from closing out a very fast best of 3.
This might set the record for us here in Korea. This one is this one's going by in the blink of an eye.
It's pretty damn close, you know?
At least that we've seen on air. I mean, we had, wasn't there like
F4Q had double 13
yeah, the
zeros.
double 13 to zeros. Yeah. I was thinking of that F4Q one, but I don't think that was on air, was it? That was.
No, I don't believe so. I think that was just one of those things that just happened.
Yeah.
Happy little accident for F4Q.
I don't think there's any accidents. They're playing out of their minds right now.
I mean, they always play out of their minds.
What? That's fair.
Oh,
no.
Well,
Well, that's
not
actually
what you
probably
like to
better,
see.
though. I don't know if that would have gone
that
well.
might have actually saved his life.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, don't
No,
go in. But
never mind.
it doesn't
Try
matter.
just got him through the smoke.
He's still just dead.
Jeez.
He's dead, Jim.
Well, I just don't know. Foodie just seems out of ideas. They don't know how to spread out. They're just very, again, deathball-y on their attacker side. They really just all kind of hang out together and just try to make these aggressive pushes work. And, you know, and it doesn't help when Gangaji is messing up his blast packs. Can't have that. Even though, again, we thought it might be for the better, but Tri just punished him anyway.
That was more, I think it was NU who was actually standing in front of him.
He got body blocked.
Yeah, he got body blocked, so that's a teammate foul right there.
30초 남았습니다.
Well, it was a little awkward with the placement of the black packs, too. I could tell that something might not go right. Rolling Thunder.
Yep, Sig just trying to stay inside of that cloud burst. They do manage to get a nice little dome there on the try, but now Rocket has arrived with the operator. Oh, goes over the ghost at the absolute worst time possible. Godlike getting taken out now by the judge. 2v3 for the attempt. Sig jumps up, finds another one. Ropa having to pull back, the turret chipping away at him as Gode tries to get that shot in, but NU will manage to do so, and that is a thrifty win. Foodie get a 7th round.
Yeah, they're going to pick up some guns there, so okay. Well, there's still hope. It was kind of looking pretty dire, but AUTOCRACY never really kind of capitalized off of that situation. They were in A main for forever, and just they waited it out, and then the operator's never in the right spot at the right time, so the timing's way off for that. He switches to a ghost, and then that's exactly when NU steps through. Now NU's going to claim that operator for himself. It looked a little sloppy there from AUTOCRACY.
Oh,
like
I mean,
they had kind of thought that it was kind of over.
It's all been sloppy this entire time. NU pulling back, Sig taking a ton of damage here. He's trying to get that op shot through, but it's a near miss. Lockdown used. Showstopper out. Just the one blast pack is all he had left. Spots Rocket. Rocket meets Rocket. Rocket dies. Under Fury used by Sylvan, just trying to delay. Sick. Oh, updrafts. Get out of line of sight of that one. Meanwhile, NG just holding things down from behind. Answering lockdown now going to be used. Hunter's Fury does come through to destroy it, but here's Godlike on the lurk, spots him out, uses the aftershock to force him out of line, but it coming. Comes up with a very nice headshot. Still going to be 2v3. Now a 2v2 as Gangaji does fall. One in hell. Kame recovering the op, finds one. The Sova showdown. Dart gets the hit onto him. Knows that he's behind the box, takes a couple shots. Doesn't manage to get the hits though. Back in, onto the spike. Would love to hold this to half, but Akame, he can just keep tooling with it, but oh no, he goes for the jiggle peek! But he doesn't have this.
Does he?
No. What? 0.18 seconds! Oh, I did not believe. I am so sorry. My sincerest apologies to you, Lord Sylvan. You have done it. With 0.18 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he just barely enough time.
Unreal.
I mean, what a pre-fire.
I debated the hell out of myself.
I mean, what a pre-fire to get that shoulder check. That's
why? Why?
I know.
He had 2 shock darts.
I know. I don't have answers. What? You look at me like I have the answers, and I'm afraid I don't. I'm afraid I am just as, you know, my hair is gone from me scratching my head on that one.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Gangaji got into the site on the blast back.
Yeah, he did it. Big kill trying. It's a good opening. Nade in deep. That's going to hurt Rocket. Looks like, okay, maybe he created enough distance, so it doesn't take too much from it. And you low, down to 32 health now. Let's see how long they can hold the site for. And a swarm swirling away, does expire as the cloudbursts come in, and Rocket just going to get taken out. Endu with a nice headshot through the smokes. Finds the kill. Judge up close. Doesn't get anything, though. And they just storm in. Sylvan, again, he is ready to end this. He says, enough of this nonsense. I clutched that in the last round. Nobody believed that I would do it. Finds 3, does die, but Europa, he definitely has it this time. You know what? He's going to defuse it. There you go. 13-7.
팀 승리.